What is going on, guys? In today's video I will show you the best armor tier list in Once Human. So I've gathered every single armor set, each one unique with its base effects, stats and much more. And this can either way break or make your build very powerful. So I've done a bunch of testing and here are the best armor sets that you should get. So moving over to the first S tier armor, which is the Shelterer set. If you're running an elemental damage build for your character, then the Shelterer set is the perfect armor. It can boost your elemental damage as well as gain deviant energy, which increases every time you hit an enemy. Overall, this armor is perfect if you're running the Burn, Frost Vortex or Power Surge build, and this setup can be obtained from the Wish machine. Then for the second S tier armor, we have the Lone Wolf set. This is one of the two armor sets in the whole game that gives you critical set effects. The Lone Wolf set is perfect for fighting enemies, especially bosses, as it grants you the Lone Shadow, which gives us plus 6% critical damage every 2 critical hits with your main weapon. The Lone Shadow effect can also stack up to 8 or 10 times, depending on how many Lone Wolf armor pieces you have currently equipped. If you have all 4 Lone Wolf pieces equipped, then you will also get a boost on crit rate after a kill. This setup is perfect to equip for the Shrapnel build, and you can get it by using the Wish machine. And for the last and final S tier armor, we have the Renegade set. This one is perfect for long range combat players. This set offers reload speed and weak spot damage bonuses, stacking with each consecutive hit on the same target and much more. Additionally, it provides extra ammunition based on weak spot hit percentage, making it incredible for snipers and marksman builds. The Renegade set is catered towards players who play carefully, by shooting from a distance or more specifically the snipers. This set gives the archer focus bonus if you wear 3 armor pieces from this set, which increases the weak spot damage after hitting the same enemy in a row. This set works perfectly for the bullseye sniper build, and you can obtain it from the Wish machine. So now let's move over to the A tier, and for the first armor we have the Falcon set. This armor is aimed at agile players who stay mobile in combat, because it reduces roll stamina consumption and increases critical damage. It's especially useful in PvP, and for those who like to spam the dodge skill a lot. Overall, this Falcon set is perfect for players who always move around, and as this armor is not catered around any specific weapon type, so you can use it for any build or playstyle. You can obtain this set from the mystical treasures, discovered by exploring the Red Sands, or by using the Wish machine. Then for the next A tier armor we have the Bastile set. This legendary armor rewards defensive playstyle. It boosts weapon damage and provides significant protection when crouching and staying still. However, it takes a bit more time to acquire it. Unlike the previous Falcon set, the Bastile set is perfectly suited for players who don't do a lot of movement. This is ideal for sneaking and killing enemies stealthily, and also when crouching and staying immobile, this set can grant you the Bastile state, which gives weapon damage bonus, and exiting the state will give you even more durability. To obtain this full set, you will have to use the Wish machine. Next up we have the Agent set, and we will place it right in the A tier. This early game armor provides bonuses for head damage reduction and weak spot damage, making it great for precise shooters. It is particularly effective in early boss fights by enhancing your reload speed and fire rate, which means that you can dish out serious damage in the early stages of your progression. Overall, this armor is a perfect match for the Bullseye build or the Unstable Bomber build. This set can be obtained from the mystical treasures, discovered by exploring the Iron River, or by of course using the Wishing machine. So let's move over to the B tier, and for the first armor we have the Raid set. This setup is accessible from the very start. This armor will boost your gathering speed and provide combat bonuses. However, it is quickly outclassed as players progress, which makes it only valuable for the early game. You can unlock this full set via the Memetics or by using the Wishing machine. Next up we have the Savior set, and we will place it right in the B tier. I like to call this setup as the Medic, because the higher your HP is, the more damage you will be able to do. Your one piece effect will give you minus 20% on medicine cooldowns. while with the 2-piece, when your HP is above 70%, it will give you plus 10% damage bonus. Then for the 3rd piece, when your HP is below 30%, it will automatically use the least potent activator. And finally for the 4-piece, after using the activator, you will get plus 20% movement speed, 20% damage increase, and that 20% damage reduction. So pretty much this build will try to keep you alive for as long as possible, while still being able to do serious amount of DPS. You can obtain this armor by using the wish machine. Then for the next B tier armor, we have the heavy duty set. This is ideal for mid game, as this armor increases your max HP and elemental damage, with additional bonuses for killing enemies. It is a solid choice for players building towards the elemental combat style, although it requires calibration to reach its full potential. Similar to the Shelterer set, the heavy duty instead gives you more HP and damage reduction, depending on how many enemies you are facing. This is perfect for when you're running an elemental damage build and also want to survive against the crowd. I usually recommend to use this set if you're still farming and trying to get the full Shelterer set, and you can obtain it from the mystical treasures discovered by exploring the Chalk Peak or by using the wish machine. Then for the next B tier armor, we have the stormweaver set. This is very similar to the falcon set, as being on the move and rolling will give you different bonuses. So your 1-piece effect will give you minus 20% stamina cost, while 4-piece will do that when you're rolling. It consumes 3 stacks of powered armor, and it will trigger an explosion that knocks back all surrounding enemies. And for each enemy hit from this explosion, you will gain plus 5% HP, and this can stack up to 20%. This set can be obtained from the wish machine. And for the last and final B tier armor, we have the blast set. This armor is amazing for a melee only build. If you like to use your fists or a weapon to smash your enemies from a close distance, then this is the armor for you, because you will get plus 20% heavy melee damage, plus 12% torso damage reduction. Then after you kill an enemy with a melee weapon, you will get plus 25% damage bonus for the next 5 seconds. And finally, after killing another enemy with a melee, you will instantly get 30 stamina and increase your movement speed by 20%. So if you want to be a samurai and once human, then the blast set got you covered. And you can get this armor from the mystical treasures, in the Dayton wetlands, or by also using the wish machine. Then for the next one we have the rustic set, which we will place right in the C tier. This is one of the first sets that you will find yourself in when leveling. Its base stats are very simple, so you will get plus 8% movement speed, plus 15% melee damage, plus 600 max HP, and you will get gathering speed increased by 20%. This is not the worst ever armor, but I definitely recommend for you to get your hands on something better as soon as you can. But if you really want it, then you will automatically unlock this set during your first ever in-game tutorial. Next up we have the D tier, and for the first armor we have the scout set. As this armor name implies, this set is a jack of all trades, but master of none. You will get small bonuses starting from plus 10% max HP to plus 8% weapon damage, 12% movement speed, and much more. These stats are very basic and not unique whatsoever, so I definitely don't recommend to use this equipment, but if you really want it, then you can obtain it from the mystical treasures, which can be discovered by exploring the Broken Delta, or by getting it from the wish machine. And then for the last and final D tier armor, we have the test subject set. I won't really go into this set very deep, as it is by far the worst from them all. Your set effects are plus 15% resistance, then plus 300 max HP, and plus 10% melee damage. These stats are very low, and all over the place, so I definitely don't recommend to get them. But if for some reason you really want it, then you can get this set from the wish machine, and that's about it. So if you enjoyed this video, click like, subscribe and comment. And if you're interested in more content, then check out my channel. And I will see you in the next one. So take it easy, peace.